It's nothing but you. It's all about.
Hello everybody, welcome to This Is It. My name is Wendy Linda and I am your host. If you're looking to talk about everything under the sun while keeping it informative, This Is It is your podcast of choice. Today's guest is a well-renowned DJ. He's a host on the Shady podcast. Mr. PHola himself is in the building. As you guys know, I don't fly solo on this podcast. I'm always with my best friend, Tivang. What's up?
Wendy, what's up? How you doing? You do it all the time. I'm telling you, they gotta give you an award for intros. We need to do.
Thank you.
We need
so
to do like
much.
a podcast
Thank
award
you.
show where
Thank
you win the intro award.
What?
What's up?
I won't lie, that was nice.
What's up?
Thank
that was
you.
nice.
That's crazy. I love that so much. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Tivang, as Wendy calls me. It's the boy T Black. This is it, the number one podcast in the city, with your number one boy and your number one girl. We got a fantastic guest today. It's going to be fabulous. Make sure that you guys are checking out the episode. It's out now. You can get it on YouTube, FS Online channel. Make sure that you go subscribe, like, follow, share. Go on Instagram, follow us. This is it. That's the page. DJ PH, that's his page. Wendy Linda, that's her page. TV Tao, that's my page. Follow us. Let's make this thing happen. But hey, let's not get it twisted. Let's get on to the show. You know how I do it. Never introduce a guest when he's already spoken about who he is, what he does. But I'm going to let him speak for himself. Who, what, where, how.
First and foremost, what's happening? When the 05's
Hello.
This is it.
What up?
Yo, man. Great intro.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I wish I Sure. You know, of late I've dropped the DJ, like the DJ.
You're just PH.
Yeah, just PH.
I take it back.
No,
Guys,
don't. No.
I take it back.
No. There's a lot of things that I do, so to limit myself to just being a DJ, yeah, I don't know. I used to, obviously that was the thing
I get it.
No, I don't know, and I don't blame anyone who calls me DJ PH. Because that's the first reference. That's
Yes.
probably the only reference that they have. A lot of the things that I do are behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Agency, businesses, everything is like not. I don't make noise about it, so I don't blame people.
Or you like to play the undercover.
That's the kind of guy that I'm a very quiet guy, Joe.
Yeah.
You were saying offline, hey, PH is a shy guy. I'm like, not shy, but I'm very quiet.
But take us a bit back.
Sniper. I'm a sniper.
Kind of who was that wrestler that passed away that they used to call the cerebral assassin? Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero.
Quiet, sniper. But take us back, PH. Let's start from the beginning.
From the beginning.
Beningi.
Who is PH?
Sure.
Where is PH from?
Got you.
PH is PH a product of two parents living in one home? Who is PH?
I like that. Shout out. So, born and bred East London.
Yes.
On a beautiful day, 6 September 1988.
6 September?
Yeah. So.
Oh, this is your month.
Your birthday just passed recently.
No wonder.
So I just revealed I don't reveal my age. I'm young at heart, but yeah, man, born and bred in East London. Privileged to have been raised by two parents.
Yes.
Parents, youngest of 4 kids. Went to pretty much very good schools. Went to a boys' school called Selborne College in East London.
Okay.
Raised there. I was a sports star.
No,
Which sports did you play?
I was a sportsman. Let me not say sports star.
Let me guess, cricket.
Seasonally I played cricket, but I excelled in swimming and water polo.
Please teach me how to swim. I don't know how to swim.
So
at my big age.
Provincial swimmer.
Colors. This is colors.
Yeah, colors. Provincial swimmer right through from like the younger ages.
Really?
So colors, only qualified at a later stage.
Yeah.
Provincial swimmer, played provincial water polo and made like the tournament team. So it wasn't like the South African team. It was like at the nationals. I was selected.
Overachiever.
And then, so there was no sign of music. But there was no sign.
Because now, like, my mind just went, hey, man.
Hold on, no. Music was always in the picture, but music, I used to study to music, or I used to imitate, like, there was a guy called Sammy T. I don't know if you know.
Yes, I know Sammy T.
Who used to do the top 40.
Yes.
So we would record on cassettes. Like, and imitate this.
Another one in the cassette era, because I know it's Ibang. He's in the cassette era.
Do you know it's funny when you say this?
Yeah.
My mother used to hate me.
Why?
For recording over
on
the
top
cassette.
of the music.
And she used to loathe me for that.
I can't relate. Sorry.
So it was always like a big issue recording on top of
Ingoma zabantu.
Yes, you know.
Yeah.
But it's far. But yeah, I mean, she at some point, and she would always say, "When I hope you know your books the way you know lyrics."
Yes.
Oh,
You
di parents ne di rialo.
You know. So years later, obviously, it would be telling that this guy was really into the music.
But being like Lapo Eskolweni, are you the only black swimmer or?
Only black. Well, one of I was most probably the only consistent one. Yeah, but it would be one of two, and then the one would drop off.
How the mummies though? Like, here's this black guy that's swimming with the white people.
No, I mean back then I wasn't even thinking that. It was just like, oh, here's a guy who's equally fast or faster than some of our kids.
Yeah,
he's good at what he does in terms of the swimming part or from a water polo perspective. So it was never like or at least I was oblivious to whatever was being said. I was just in the sport.
I think when you're a kid, you're not really aware if you are in that space.
Sure.
And when
Nah,
you're
go
not
to
aware.
a Kasi school, you'll be aware. You'll be aware.
Sure.
Look, let me tell you something. Moving from Crawford Lone Hill to Tuselet,
Like
that shift
what a
of going from
I'm not laughing.
Going from a private school where there was like 18 of us in class.
Yeah.
I'm the second black guy.
Yeah.
To 64.
You know what he said?
That's
He said he
64.
was in class one time and he thought they were at assembly.
Bitch, no chinchen. So what happened is that I grew up originally in Soweto. I'm from Titlu.
Showcase.
So my dad is like, hey man, you guys, you're giving your mother problems. Come to Free State.
Sure.
So I get here in the middle of the year. I think it was February, March. Schools have started, Grey College, all these good schools have got me on waiting list.
Yeah.
I meet this principal at Prela. He's a principal in a school in the location.
Yeah.
This guy speaks with me. He hears my English. He's obsessed with my English.
Yeah.
Then he's like, "Who's your father?" My dad comes. He's like, "Ntate Thuso, what's like he's determined with my dad. Like, this guy's got to know how to speak Sotho. Bingo. This guy says, "Come to my school."
Wait, are you think his brother?
I'm 20's big brother. Yeah.
I was like, I'm going crazy because I was like, you sound like him, and you kind of look like. But I don't want to ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the original.
Yeah.
I'm the
You're not
original.
photocopying.
So this guy says you can come to my school for free this year.
Snap.
While these schools are waiting.
Snap.
Then I go. Like the following day, I go to the school to check it out. Dude, we walk into this classroom. I later learned that I'm at double periods where they combine classes.
Oh, okay.
That's what I later learned as I was there.
No.
But when we got in there, Wendy, those kids were close to the chalkboard.
I was like, I'm not laughing.
I was like, is this assembly? What's going on?
Sure.
I've never seen so many black kids in one spot. I'm like, so yo.
Hey, no.
I can imagine the transition was difficult.
So where music really kicked in.
Yes.
So I did obviously the growing up till matric, and then when I got the freedom, when I got freedom when I moved to Cape Town to go study in Cape Town.
Okay.
So literally imagine going from an environment, small town where Skila, Untlung, back to Skila, like that's all you know. And weekend,
the routine is simple.
Yeah, the routine is simple. Go weekend, it's either you got kokasi or you're at home. Doing whatever the parents are doing. Sunday, Kerk, Monday back to Skila. So imagine that for 18 years. Then you go to a Cape Town where, firstly, I've been to a boys' school. So now I get there. I'm a lady in my class,
Did you live at Rez?
Yes, I lived at Rez. So imagine there's people of different ethnicities. You've got black, white, colored, Muslim.
Yeah.
People from overseas, everything.
People from overseas. So you're not just bound to Abatos, So it was a bit of a shock to me, but also then there's no Mrs. Mang Mang saying, "Where's your homework?" There's no
one following you over here.
Guys,
so the
it's
freedom
dangerous.
of varsity in a different city got to me.
Yeah.
And I found myself, going to clubs and whatnot. And then
Who wouldn't?
in my res in the what's this floor I was living in, there was a guy who would always be pumping music. So now I was like, hey man, I like this guy's choice of music. And he was like trying to DJ. I quickly learned how to DJ within I think I remember on weekends I would go to.
Were you using what? Virtual mixing?
Virtual
DJ. Yeah.
So within, call it 2 weeks, or 2 weekends, not even 2 weeks. 2 weekends, I grasped this
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Then I quickly get an opportunity to play at the Res. There was like a Res Valentine's whatnot.
Hectic, eh.
Same time, I start DJing. Then I was able to take this and then learn onto the decks. Within 6 months, I was the most booked guy.
Love is going all around.
Yeah, well,
What?
yeah. So I was
Yeah.
doing all the campus bashes.
Yeah.
I was doing all the...
Was it always hip hop that you would play?
No, house. I was a deep house DJ. I started off playing deep house before anything else. Hip hop
Hectic.
was like a 3-4 year later.
It's funny how
Yeah.
most guys, because I remember there was a time where I was on virtual DJ. I even DJ'd with Stefan. Do you know Diamond Dealer?
Yeah,
Yes,
Diamond
you
Dealer.
Diamond
remember.
Dealer.
Where is Diamond
Diamond
Dealer,
Dealer.
Was that nigga really
guys?
from France?
Ah, no man. Diamond
I think so, guys.
No,
So
but
No,
Like
Diamond
when
Dealer is from overseas.
that's the story they sold us because they said that he was Soul Candy. What when they wanted to DJ with him, Soul Candy. I'm like, hey, Soul Candy, I'm gonna do it.
No, don't get me wrong. I just knew that we were sold this guy's from like I think France or from overseas.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I met him at the University of the Free State.
Yeah.
That's where I met him. And Mankulmanai was like Soul Candy already. I don't know if he was DJing for them, working for them or whatever, but yo, ndotangena, you know. Like that's where I got the thing of MCing and whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's from that time.
Dope, you know, dope.
So I know, like it's like how I think everybody now, every young kid, once they get to matric first year, they want to be piano DJs.
Sure.
I'm assuming.
I want to be a piano DJ so bad. Teach me,
because it's
both of you, please.
unfortunately
Guys, I'd make money, Marane.
it looks easy.
It's not easy.
No, I'd make money. No, you know what I do? I see like the girlies overseas, Baba Lalambudi take what? Ne?
Sure.
Those big shows.
Sure.
They literally have like the mix on the stick and then they just
No, they
pretending.
don't.
They do.
They're DJing those girls.
No,
it's
they're
not like that Dineo Ranaka thing.
Guys,
That
they're literally pretending. Oh man.
Let me tell you about the international scene.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, and I hope I don't get misquoted on this. There's it's not gatekeeping, yeah, but there's quality control. It's like not anyone can come and play on the
Guys,
stage.
but I've seen
it
on
can't be,
Insta.
no.
I've seen on Insta where
I'm telling
this
you,
girl bamunka like a video ne, and then she's literally hadiri nix. What pretend?
I'm sure it was a fake party, but what I'm
It was
telling you-
huge.
Aye.
Like Boma Tomorrowland big.
Aye. Shut up. Shut up in your face.
No, there's
PH
there's a
here.
lot,
I swear.
there's a lot of quality control that's
Really?
at the world. Yeah. Like you even now some of our biggest stages, I'm sorry, some of our biggest DJs struggle to get into certain scenes because it's just not anyone can get in here. You have to have some sort of level of quality or some sort of
Oh,
style
that's true.
when it comes to playing.
Yeah,
so it's
that's
like
true.
There's more earning your stripes before
Yeah.
playing on a certain stage.
Is it?
That's out of the world, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But how did
Yeah.
we-
Can't just be
Yeah.
chomi in Kalumfag.
Is it?
How did we move from Uglali Deep House to then getting this thing hip hop?
So we had a radio show on UCT Radio.
Yeah.
Called The Best of Both Worlds. It
Okay.
was myself, a homie of mine called Klubi who passed away, and then
RIP.
DJ Lloyd. So Lloyd was like the big house DJ that side. So I was like, you know, we're on the
You're
same
coming
level.
up, but
yeah, I was coming up.
he
had
knows
already-
that you're coming.
He had already established himself, but
Yeah.
I was on the come up. And then there was a thing of like, yo, man, we're always playing at the same parties. Why don't you play hip hop? Because on the show, I knew all the hip hop, you know. And then I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I'm a fast learner, so within 1 or 2 weeks, I had collected so much hip hop. Then I got one booking turned into 10 turned into I'm now getting booked for hip hop, and I was known. So the transition into hip hop was very quick.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, okay, cool, sharp.
Because
Yeah.
I wouldn't have well because of how you play. I mean I
changed my
I
mind.
mean
Give me that drink.
I mean
Told you.
Asimazil.
Give it here.
Simazil. Stepping out of the closet.
Please
Stepping
pass
out
it
of
to
the
me.
closet.
Sorry guys for
Oh, you want
disturbing,
me?
but I'm
No,
just
okay.
thinking,
Alright, alright.
you know what, I might as well.
Nice.
Oh, nice and cold.
Siyabonga man. Siyabonga.
Cheers.
Sibonga bonke abantu abaphuzile Hennessy.
Whatever, man.
You know, so because I remember the first time when I got introduced to PH and I like listened to the mix, I'm like, we can't do hip hop. What
Sure.
the hell is this?
Sure.
What is this? You know? And I knew from the moment. Because remember, I think the first time that I heard you, I think a couple of months later, I was part of a crew called Poolside. we
Tabo
bought
and them, yeah.
we
You
bought
know that crew?
Yeah,
of course.
That's one of my favorite.
We bought them here. We
That's
bought
one of my.
PH
That's
here.
one of
Your
my
favorite
favorite
what?
eras of Bloemfontein. Like coming to Bloemfontein was because of poolside.
Poolside.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Poolside, poolside.
Yeah.
I don't even play, Wendy.
Yeah.
She was Pushilo.
Ne?
And when you were
was very
when you were
bougie
at
that time.
Topaz, remember the gig
Yes.
we did at Topaz?
Yes.
Beka corner on top of couches.
Oh.
She was there. Beka
No.
corner. Beka corner. Shame.
In my times, guys,
Ne?
things have changed. I'm a mom now.
Now you just opened another camp because I've always said like, Ish, I haven't experienced Bloom in that manner of late, courtesy of poolside. Like, those
Listen.
parties were crazy, man.
No, it's because
and I feel like I got
no.
the end of the stick of the craziness
Yeah.
of the dopeness of those parties.
Yeah.
I feel like I got there.
Yeah. No, but that was in our era. Like the kids now are not like that anymore, man. They don't turn up like we did those days. They
You
really
think?
don't. They don't.
No.
They don't.
No, clubbing has changed.
Nah.
Focal point is no longer firstly about the music. It's about, I don't want to say vanity, but it's about,
It is about vanity because you know why? Now you go out and everybody's like Gucci, Louis this, Louis that. Guys, back in the days, we just used to wear whatever. As long as you look good, we're going out to party.
Yeah, look, I think certain cities and certain places have kept or either lost the essence of like going out.
Yeah.
You know, you look at a big metro like Cape Town or Johannesburg and the kind of offerings that you get from the clubs. Some places where it's just restaurants, music is one part of the night of the ecosystem of the night.
Yeah.
Then there's other places which have nightclubs. You know, if you think about it, there's not a lot of nightclubs left.
Yes.
It's purely nightclubs.
Yes, I can agree.
It's now resto bars, sports bars,
Restaurant
Yeah.
then by night, change.
You
Yeah.
know, so
Yeah.
that model, if you think about it, music is not the most important element.
What is?
No, it's just a part of. It's like there's the food, there's the individuals that come there, then there's the music.
But we should bring those old days back, guys.
Street
That's
bash.
not gonna happen.
Nah,
bash,
no,
my
those
house
vibes need to
party.
come back. But you know what? I think in that era, maybe I was a bit ahead of my time. Because how the kids party now,
Sure.
I used to party like that then, but I used to get bounced. I used to sit like on the couches here. I'd get bounced. I was like on the tables. I'd get bounced all the time. But you know why I used to party like
Sure.
that? Earlier, before we started recording, we were talking about the revolt parties.
Yeah.
So I used to go to revolt parties, then come back.
hectic, Lumi.
And then you come back to Bloom.
When I'm asked.
Waban?
Hey, man,
So when
you can't
come
tell
back
me
to
about
Bloom-
Miami, then come tell me about
Exactly.
Bloom, like,
do you
come on.
do you understand why? Like I was ahead of my time.
yeah.
I'll be like in Miami,
Definitely.
then come back to Bloom. They bounce me. So that's why also I stopped going out because I was always bounced, like
Sure.
always. So I was
How did
like,
you
nah.
land up in Miami, then come back to Bloom?
I live in Bloom.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I
live
wanted
in-
to know that
I
for
live
so
in
long.
Bloom. I live in Bloom. And then I happened to meet a couple of people and they were like,
Right.
listen, I met them on the Saturday and they were like, Wednesday we're flying out to Miami, you want to come? And I was like, I'm not sure. They're like, book your flight. If you really want to come, book your own flight. We'll see you when we get
Sounds
there.
like child trafficking. Carry on.
And then-
sounds
Hey,
you-
you were no way.
human
I-
no.
no, we met on Saturday. I booked my flight. I left on Wednesday. And then this Saturday was my grandmother's funeral. And then I was there partying.
I'll
All
tell you
the
bad
good
luck.
You were wild.
days.
I'll tell you
All-
bad
all
luck.
No, my father was very mad. But you know what? I said, like, the grave will always be here. That party fela.
Hey,
Let me go
here
there.
for a good time, not
I
for a
can
long
look
time.
into
You know?
it.
I mean, listen, I would have regretted it so much because I
Sure.
regret not going the next year. I was telling you guys now. The following year, the party was at Diddy's actual house.
And PH was actually
Well,
there.
And
now-
he was
now
there.
look.
PH was
and you know,
actually there.
you-
Now there's 1,000 baby oil coming out.
you see,
So, you see why you missed
see,
out?
But,
But guys,
listen,
but
the
wait.
reason I regret is because that was when black coffee really blew up. Now I like to be part of stuff like that, man. Pivotal moments in people's lives. I think that's
Blown up before.
listen. But when we saw it
I
as
think
from the
Tina,
consumer's
We knew him
perspective,
before. Asazi.
No, he had
no,
blown up before.
but when we look at it like from our perspective,
ET
consumer's
when
He became
perspective.
international.
Hey, but
He
remember
was
more pale for okay, he's moving like this, then cut.
What do you mean
Hey.
nobody black coffee more pale?
Like making moves like that. No, not from my perspective. And in my mind, I thought it's from there.
No,
but tell me,
always been a big deal before that.
How did that happen that you ended up playing or going to the Revolt party?
No, I think she went to the Revolt party. We just ended up at a house party. But it was the weekend of Ultra Miami.
Let's go this next year. Guys, let's go. Let's go next year. What the heck?
Let's take, baby oil.
You know what? Let's do this. Let's take This Is It. Let's take the Shady podcast and then we go together, guys. It's going to be nice. Let's go. Guys, you don't want to go to Ultra? Guys, let's go.
We're going to PHola, dog.
So it was the weekend.
We've got a calendar. I mean, come on.
It was the weekend of Ultra Music Fest in Miami. And as per tradition, that guy, he's known for throwing like crazy parties, and he had a very dope after party. And there was a bunch of us in terms of DJs from South Africa. So it was like we were all playing at different parties, and then it was like, yo, okay, gents, this guy's playing at the after hours. They called after hours. We got there.
Now we know why it's called the after hours.
No,
don't be like that.
No.
Now we know why.
It's after. It's another name for after party.
I agree. It was at his house. Did you see anything that they're talking about now? Like what?
No, none of that stuff.
What did you see?
I'm trying to describe the party to you. I'm trying to describe the party to you. You get there. So the party starts at 6 a.m. The party starts at 6 a.m. It's the after party of the after parties.
Okay.
So once all the after parties are finished,
done, then we all go there.
Everyone now.
Yeah.
So Konji, what do we call it?
Lalavuga.
6 to 6 or Lalavuga or Konji, what is the other word? I forgot the other word. But where we literally grooving till the morning.
Yeah.
So it's the American version of that. Got there, a lot of people are trying to get in, the security blocking people off. Obviously, though, there's a list in terms of who's trying to get in or who's meant to get in. And so we were fortunate enough, we were at the back. So a lot of people are trying to get in. They're like, oh, those guys are here.
That's my shit.
And when you're walking past, shit. I saw ball players, I saw basketball players, football players, models, people I've seen on
TV, Winnie Harlow, girls like that.
I'm just like, and they're like, yo, these guys need to come in now.
Who did that? Who made that happen?
I don't know who made it, but I'm just saying the security was just like, yo, move out of the way. These guys are coming in.
Isn't it? You know what? The Miami culture, the one thing in Makatane, you guys all stand in a line. Doesn't matter how much money you have. And then what I realized is that at the clubs, before we had Live here, I guess they've always had Live. And then the promoter, had the prettiest girls back in Angpili. You know why? Because the baller is already inside. So the prettiest girls must go inside first. Guys, the competition is so tough because our Shaba Kamora is like some other Russian girl that knows like this.
So
Latino what?
So I just remember, you're right. So I just remember there was like I forgot the guy's name, but I'll never forget. Like this guy was like, yo, I was watching you earlier play your game. Yeah? So it's imagine telling like a Sundowns or Chiefs player, and I know who you are, but right now I can't let you in. And in fact, they'll move.
Oh my God, come in.
So anyways, get inside the party.
Get
inside the party. Very dope. You're walking past, you're like, hey, isn't that Paris Hilton? Isn't that Ty Dolla $ign?
Dude, like I saw Bo Wiz Khalifa, Bo Ludacris, and about Roma fella like this, like normal.
So as she's describing it, you're seeing those people like, but I think what I appreciate, not appreciate, but I think what was dope for them, it was like a normal setting where they can have fun and not be hounded.
There's no paparazzi, whatever.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, so it's an environment for those guys to party. But anyways, get through there. And it's like any other house party. There's a bar, there's food trucks, there's people partying, everyone's around the pool. And then at the end of the pool was the DJ setup. So we walked straight there. And that was the only reference that for me, so when I walked in, it was obviously you notice all these things. And then Coffee went to go play. And I think he played for like 3-4 hours.
Yo,
hectic. Played for like a 3-4 hours set. So I remember we left at like 11:30. I was like,
Figure was 6.
6, yeah.
So and the day parties in Miami, free Diddy, you wanna go?
Man,
free Diddy, but
let's wait.
You wanna go?
So yeah, he played there for like 3-4 hours. So we essentially were just by the DJ booth, Then I just remember the only time I ever moved from the DJ booth was to go get food from the food truck. came back, and then it was time. Then the party ended, and then not the party ended. Another DJ took over, and we left. Then as coffee finished, that's when Diddy and we were able to then take those photos.
Really?
Yeah, that's.
Yo, apparently it was another feedback that I
like a
got.
good time.
They spoke about the girlfriend, like Cassie. Host with the most
Oh, yeah,
Cassie.
Cassie.
She was catering to everyone.
All I'll tell you that she smells amazing.
She smells
Really?
amazing.
So I was next
She
to her.
looks like she smells amazing.
Yeah.
She's quite tall. I just remember she was like amongst us. I think I
Yeah,
have
what take your host
a
with the
video,
most? She's so sweet,
very nice.
apparently.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
very
I
nice.
know.
And then it was a matter of when we were done playing. Then when we were done playing, he took the photos, and then everyone was just like, "Yo, man, we tired." And then on the way out, met OT Genesis, Ty Dolla Sign.
Go no le
I think
monate.
Buster was there.
Don't you think
Baby,
it's
come
just
give me
crazy how
something.
lifestyle ya bonene, they think it's normal. Like they pull up got the Rolls Royce and go normal, like it's my car, it's my everyday car.
But it's
like
cheap,
Obone
okay.
Buster Rhymes, he came with that big chain and it's like go normal.
Yeah, it is normal for them.
What?
Come on, is Pastor coming to PHola?
Nah,
Ngoba siyamona
I'm
ukuthi
sure, I'm
ukhona.
sure he's gone by then.
Ngoba siyamona ukuthi ukhona, akafuni ukuhamba.
If he's around, I'll bring.
Yeah, but I guess he doesn't want to go. But now tell me, you changed. Well, let's go back into the
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
You changed, so you playing hip hop. The bookings are coming in.
Sure.
How do we move from Cape Town to the main frame, which is Johannesburg?
So I did the circuit in Cape Town. So from 2007 right through to 2012, I was fortunate enough to operate at the top.
Yeah.
Like I was had the peak resident. I had the right residencies in the right clubs. Every single international opening. Every single international act, I was the opening DJ. So I think Chris Brown had come like 3 times around then. I was there. Yeah,
Come on,
man.
PH. Wena umnandi musi nje. Umuntu belakuski.
I've been very fortunate in life. I won't lie.
You're very lucky.
so
but that
sorry.
happens when things align, man.
Yeah, so I got to a point of just like, nah, man, this is insanity. I can't be playing at the same festival, being the same whatnot. Let me go and challenge myself. Before that, throughout those years, I was flirting with Johannesburg. So,
Okay, or you going and coming back.
going,
Yeah.
coming back, and it's just like, hey,
Yeah,
it's a different kind of nice. you know?
Yeah.
But obviously, again, coming from imagine coming from a smaller setting, the goal was always Joburg.
Yes.
You know, fortunate enough, my parents were like, nope, you're going to go school
First.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
side. So get your grounding, and then
What did you study?
marketing.
Did you graduate?
No.
Eins has Fanela,
I
please.
literally,
Yes, Linda
I
didn't
have one semester left. Technically speaking.
Really?
I have a year left.
I had one semester.
No, doesn't even say 1 year.
No. I mean, I had one semester left. It's
Then
just,
why don't you push? Do it now.
no. So by the time I needed to do my in-service training, I was moving.
It's PH at that time.
Guys,
I
now
was
I
on
literally
fire, so
I
I
have
was like,
1 year
at that
left,
time.
but you see that year was that year that I was traveling.
No.
When I was at class 5 UFC wena go thutle maem, I never.
No, so-
you wouldn't.
Mara wena mara unganhandle.
Ah,
So for me, it was, I was making so much bank. So on a Monday, I'm at this campus. On a Tuesday, I'm at this campus. Wednesday, I'm on another campus. Ngapha at my own campus, I'm the. So there's this company called Student Village. I'm sure you know
Yes,
Student
yes,
Village.
yes,
So all the
definitely.
campus activations from the different brands. I was one of the head campus managers. So I'm managing my campus, then I'm DJing at all the other campuses. So UCT, CPUT, UWC.
you're really an overachiever, yo, dude.
So no, because it was like, oh, okay, we don't have to fly in someone else.
Yeah, you're
He's
here.
right here,
Yeah.
Here, night budget. So imagine as a student, I was making so much rent.
Did your parents know that you're making this money?
So how they found out that I was DJing
Letters
was because FNP. So letters used to go. Letters were still
Home.
letters were still a thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Eish, post
so-
office.
So what happened was, they sent a letter. They were like, "Oh, hey, we see you are no longer a student because I was getting paid by the varsity."
Yeah. Yeah.
Ne? So I was then getting offered a different bank.
Yeah, bank account.
So I was no longer like a student account.
Yes, or they wanted to
Baufa
upgrade you.
saving
like that.
Yes,
so
to like a
check or
check or
what?
whatever.
Eh.
So old lady's like, and then she sees my statement.
Are
you selling drugs? What's going on?
Yeah, that's what any parent would think.
Yeah, so then I had to explain, good, this is what's happening, whatnot. How's your school? It was okay at the time, if I was a B student, I became a C student or C minus. Then they're like, hey, when you're paying for yourself, clearly you can afford yourself. You need to start paying us.
Really?
Yeah,
Hectic.
So paid for varsity, paid for res. And I moved
No,
out of
you were
res.
making a lot of money. If you could pay that and still be good, you still have money for yourself.
Imagine you're a student.
This is the number one hip hop. I'm letting you know.
No, you were making a lot of
We at
money.
this side, everyone's like,
Mamela,
this
so
PH
Tibang,
guy.
if you was making that much money then, you can imagine now.
No, times change.
No, I'm about to ask him that. I'm about to ask him that because, I mean, at the flight of hip hop, PH became, hip hop like.
Sure.
And then obviously now we had that slump where piano kicked in and everyone was on that thing and yeah, they booked they booked the hip hop DJs, but
So I've been very fortunate, but also I work extremely hard and I'm quite smart in terms of forecasting things. So one of the things, and I spoke about it recently in another interview, where a lot of the things that you start to see where the jig is up when guys don't have formal structures. Yeah? So you become hot out of nowhere. Yeah, you'll get booked. But when the chips are down, no one's booking you. You then kind of see where you missed your foundational part of your business.
I get it.
So for me, one of the few things that have worked well for me is having great relationships with people. The reason why the poolside guys would most probably book me, they wouldn't know, but it was like I ensured that we kept a dope relationship. I was accessible to them firstly.
yes.
I delivered something which is I live by. I delivered a repeat business worthy product. So as in like when I played, when these guys are talking about me some other time, they're like, yo, that guy is fucking cool.
Yeah.
Let's book him again.
Yeah.
Remember PH party? Remember that girl you got because PH was playing? Yeah.
So it's like so those are the things that remain, that will keep you not, I don't want to say top of mind, but you'll be considerable when your name comes up or when you're in the pot. It's like, hey, but guys, remember what that guy did the last time.
Okay,
I'm
that's
pretty sure.
dope.
So that having great relationships, your office being super good. So your office not being scared to reach out to people. Hey, Wendy, PH is available on this date. Instead of sitting and waiting, no, they must book us. No, hey, guys, there's an opening on that day. Let's fill it.
Yeah.
And by us filling it, we're saying we're going to that promoter. We're most probably going to offer him less than what we usually charge him so that it makes sense for them to say, oh, I'm getting this guy less.
Yeah.
Now I was going to sit at home and not collect any money.
But
Who
now at
said
least you can
that?
collect
Didn't
this.
Rick Ross say that recently? He says like, watch charge like Mukotla, but if they call him Khaufinyane at a club like Khaufinyane at like to his house for a small amount of money, he's going. And I've heard Kabza does that as well. How much does Kabza charge? 100 and something.
I don't know anyone's pocket. I don't
right?
know.
Hey, what to charge about 100 and something? But if you call him on a Monday for 2,000, he's going there. Exclusives.
You clearly know him, his pocket. Nah, no, nothing.
Mamela, but the rate card is
No,
about.
those aren't real. Don't ever look at those things as real.
Really?
No,
but people say like, Mang charge
but
this
don't
much.
look at that thing.
It's not real.
Also, they say the festival, outdoor, minimum, whatnot, this is the price, but it's also negotiable.
It's negotiable.
Okay,
It's
but I was just saying, Kabza can go somewhere for 2,000.
No,
whole
I don't know
entire,
about that. No, look.
No,
I mean,
not
a whole
now.
entire Kabza.
No,
That's
hold
what
on.
they've said.
Let's not disrespect the guy. There's a difference between doing a gig for free, right, and then charging a minimal amount of money. At the end of the day, you need to be able to cover the cost of your driver, photographer, your security, your booking manager.
That's not what the streets say. The street says,
the streets are lying.
Maybe listen to
the
me.
street says he makes like a lot of music. So if Abato Lala the exclusive,
The streets
Ulodi
are
test
lying.
like about
But listen
2,000,
to
what I'm saying
PH
is
tell you.
Let's also in listening to the, like apply logic. I think not even apply logic, just have some common sense.
Common sense.
Yes.
If common sense
so
was
if
so
I
common.
want to go test drive music, I'll go anywhere and play for free most
Yes.
times.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I need to see if this thing bangs the way it's
If
supposed to.
people like it and whatever.
Yes, and you don't matter. It's fine. I don't need your money. So let me go play because I know Ziawa there at whatever car wash on a Monday. I'm gonna go play there. Thanks. I've done what I needed to do in terms of market research. You've benefited from having me there. Bob's your uncle. When he decides to want to book me, okay, cool. On this date, okay, we've got X amount of shows in Ndanga. It's 5 rand. Do you have 5 rand for me? Sharp. 5 rand it is. Then we go to his shop. That's how bookings work. So some guys, that's what I'm saying. Some guys
Also, Wendy, like if people are here, let's say for an example, with the Kufa and Lemu Fest thing happening, when the artists are here, it will be cheaper to book them
Yes, I've heard
because
that.
they're here. I mean, he can't. PH is only going to play 1 hour at the loft. So if I'm saying no, listen, I've got. This is it. I'd like you to play after the loft. I've got so much.
Sure.
It's an extra nyana.
Like, well, cool.
You know.
But that's exactly what I'm saying.
No.
Maybe the amounts that I was saying are like sketchy, but that's exactly what I'm saying.
perhaps. But anyway, so to answer your question, that's how I've been able to remain top of mind and been able to. So if you remember, at some point it was 5 hip hop acts or 1 house act on the lineup. Then
I remember,
piano came into the picture. Then it was like piano only, like there's enough. Or it was like piano plus 1 hip hop guy.
Yeah.
And you always did that thing where they could be the other hip hop DJs.
Yeah.
But when PH gets on,
Sure. So I think, yeah, man,
Boy.
let me tell you, I think I'm extremely passionate. I've never spoken out loud about it, but I'm extremely passionate about music. And I guess I have another golden card is that I'm not bound to just hip hop. So what I can do is, and a lot of guys have booked me because it's like, no. You can even play better sometimes than some piano guys, you know. Yes, this guy is famous, so
But-
I'll use this guy as a draw card, right? Please, can you do 30 minutes of hip hop and then 30 minutes of piano?
Okay.
or vice
Oh,
versa.
really?
So it's like, please take over from this guy because
Yeah.
a lot of guys may be famous, but are they good in terms of delivery on the day? You know, so a lot of guys struggled where, in fact, a lot of guys are producers, not necessarily DJs. So it's
Yeah.
like, I've produced these fire songs. I've learned the basics
I
in terms of
almost said
how to
someone's
DJ. Please don't, let's not do that. I've learned the basics of how to DJ. I may not be the best, but obviously I'm popular for this particular song and I'll get booked for that particular song. And then that's why sometimes resident DJs will outshine some of the big names. Because
Yeah.
it's like, this guy was
and
whack.
be careful
Yeah.
at the loft.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, be careful at the loft.
Why?
Those boys are hot.
Yeah, no, I know them.
Those boys are hot.
No, I know them. I know
Top
them.
3. Hey, the
Yeah.
top 3 is hot.
Who you got there? Jiggy, you got La Vida, you
Jiggy,
got Sir Honest,
Avi, Honest,
Avi.
Benny, Juice.
No, I know all of them. Yeah, and shout out.
I don't know that.
Shout out to all of them. I know them. They're very dope. You know?
I haven't been out in a while. Like both the loft. I don't know.
You were 4 days clean a few minutes ago.
Guys,
So anyways,
please
just to
stop,
wrap up the
man.
answer
Yes.
for that, it's just I've been very privileged to give a fuck about what it is that
That you're doing.
I do.
Yeah.
Also be able to forecast when things are going.
Like to read the room as well.
No. Leave reading the room, reading the game.
Okay.
Yeah, reading the
Yeah.
game. And also
Yeah.
just the ability to be able to extend myself to people. And now I'm not afraid of, like I said, I can take that booking for less than whatever. Because on Tuesday, I was staying at home doing nothing.
Yeah,
You know?
true.
I was gonna play PlayStation, watch TV,
Yeah.
and you know, order Uber Eats versus Ndanga 9,10,000, 5,000 come through. Cool.
So is the fact that you had the radio show at UCT one of the reasons why you went and joined Metro? How did the Metro thing happen?
So-
was it we target who does it now? I'm in Joburg. I gotta target this radio station or what?
That's the Lord's work, to be honest. But so UCT Radio, from UCT Radio, then I did an internship at 5FM.
Oh, okay.
Then from internship at 5FM, 3 years later, then get the show on 5FM. I think 2016 or 15, one of the two. Did 3-4 years 2 years at 5FM. Then went to Metro in 2017. So all of these things are like a yearly projection or yearly increase in terms of the
Yeah.
brand. So each year has been pivotal. So there was
Yeah.
never like one particular moment where I can say each year was pivotal in terms of growth in my career. Yeah.
But was it always like, did you always have in the back of your mind that, okay, I'm doing this DJing thing, I need something that's going to make me money with this thing like mine? Like, for an example,
Sure.
I know with Stino and 20,
Sure.
after we saw Fill Up, I said to them, like, you know, boys, I really think that we could do something like this in a smaller scale here.
Got you.
You know, like, what then brought the idea of Yazin?
So we got to take it back to 2012, 2010. Between 2010 and 2012, there's an agency I worked for. The company is now responsible for Ultra Music South Africa.
Oh, wow.
Corona Sunsets. They brought down Swedish House Mafia. They brought down Skrillex. They brought down Avicii.
No.
So I worked at that company. So that's where they also did some cool stuff with like Sky Vodka. When Sky Vodka came into the country, they did these parties called the Elevated Experience.
Yes, I remember.
If you remember those parties, yeah. So I was actually behind the scenes booking the talent. In fact, for the Sky Vodka and the Jameson shows, I was the account exec, booking, like being part of the guys booking the shows, organizing the actual event itself. So that foundation is what I've carried through in terms of my events and wanting to grow stuff. But I've always wanted to grow, just as outside of just DJing. It's part of the ecosystem of entertainment. So I was like, oh, do I want to sit as an exec at a boardroom?
No,
That's not me.
Maybe later, but like my career, I was like, there's exciting things that I can do, and I've been fortunate enough to be able to lend from here, take from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's amazing. So I was asking you before we started recording, I want to come to PHola. Can we bring our cameras and things and set up there, talk to the stars, do a little thing?
I'm pretty sure we can set up something.
Really?
Yeah, I don't mind. We can.
You should see that.
Obviously, I mean, look, if it's going to, again, I'm not short-sighted in my thinking. You know, if it's content that is going to obviously garner support in terms of the local people, bringing them and maybe getting them next year, then
definitely.
I'll never
Remember,
say
our
no,
channel
you
is
know?
Free State Online Network.
Sure.
Obviously, we want our people to be on our channel.
Yeah.
So we can just do a little setup. We talk to the stars a little
Sure.
bit, and then we go into the crowd, do drip checking, talk to
100%.
them, what's happening. Yeah.
No.
I think last year's PHola was so amazing.
Sure.
You know why?
I was there. I was there. No. Like,
I did this on the previous episode. and
Let's
you
not
hated
get
it.
into that one.
I was there. I had an absolutely fantastic time.
Sure.
Sure.
No, man.
Sure.
I was saying this before we started recording, like, because one of the homies was asking me, which city do I rate in terms
Do you? Yeah.
That's our CEO.
Oh, shout out CEO.
Actually.
Yeah.
So I was saying that Cape Town 2022, because he was making reference to Cabo Beach. I was like, that's definitely the one.
Yo.
And then
You can imagine.
last year's PHola here in Bloem.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
How, like, we had
crazy.
no reference
Yeah.
of anything.
It's crazy.
And how it came about, you know, obviously there was challenges at the back, but
Yeah.
the people appreciated the lineup. People bought tickets well in advance. Before we even opened doors, there were people at the gate. I was like, okay, these people probably different.
Yeah.
Very beautiful day. So I'm making an example. In Johannesburg, or in some of the other cities, no, not Cape Town, but
Yeah.
in Johannesburg, people arrive on 4 or 5. You know, so you lose out on
What
the
time does it
daytime
start?
experiences.
Starts at 12.
At 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we had people at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, no, here, look.
Yeah, that's,
You know?
I mean, Blomo, yeah.
But it's so strange that normally they don't do that.
Really?
Like normally, like you will see even today,
Crazy.
they're gonna come out late.
Sure.
But event,
Yeah.
event color party.
Yeah. And it was an event color party. I really like, people came out in numbers. We had a dance floor at 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, which is a very nice thing. People came out dressed in the nines. We had cool activations. We had welcome drinks from all the brands. It was a very nice day.
Yeah.
And, you know, as the day progressed, the artists, you know, were on stage killing it. It was a very nice night.
Yeah.
I seldom enjoy
Your own events.
my own.
Yeah, because I mean you're working. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloem. The
No,
only
but
thing,
Bloom is a
I think-
jump.
I
Yo,
think-
Bloom is nice.
the
Why?
only stress that I had last year
Why?
Yeah.
was refilling ice chopes. Hey, I pussy ice chopes.
But they don't waste time. They don't waste
Let me
time.
tell you something. We had to go at some point. We were like, oh shit, we're understocked on ice chopes. We had to go look for ice chopes.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Wait, is it
I
Kana
remember.
King? Is this the party that had bottomless ice trapeze?
No.
No.
Oh,
Kai,
okay.
Kai.
No, I heard about something like that. One of the influencers that work here said something like that. Okay.
No, maybe yeah. Now they said to her,
Yeah, but
bottomless.
not bottomless.
Angisha
Okay.
okay.
No. So
No, but Bloom people drink, dude.
So
Yo,
Bloom
they
had
party
to
hard.
I want to
like
be
crazy.
honest. I
Sure.
think I was the best dressed at PHola.
Okay.
Like, come on.
Okay.
Come on. You know me. Come on
with it.
You know
Come
what?
on. You know.
Whatever.
I think I was the
to the
best dressed.
producer, please pull up the image of this man.
Please. Is that image where I'm wearing white and I'm standing by those PHola things?
Oh,
it's
yeah,
on my
yeah,
Instagram.
yeah.
It's on my Instagram. It's on the
PH,
gram.
this is what I have to live with every day. Like, listen, this is what I have to live with. Listen.
Oh man,
Yeah.
he like Bloom really came out in numbers, and you know what I really loved the most was like, when I say young and old, I mean like 18 to 40.
They were
Yeah.
there.
They were there,
Yeah.
you know, which is it was very nice. Now that I'm thinking about it, man, it was a very nice party.
I'm looking forward to go.
Extremely nice
It's
party.
going to be my first time
Yeah.
going to PHola.
And I think the
actually.
reason why we came back was because of the reception that we got last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm excited.
But do you think that now we've officially become part of the PHola calendar?
Oh, definitely. I'm not removed that, bro. This was, we did it the same date last year as well. So
Yeah.
we did it the first weekend of October last year. And it was funny enough. It wasn't based around the Makufe or Kufa or,
Yeah.
or
Yes,
limo
yes.
dates or
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it. It was
Yes.
literally, this is the date we're picking, and that's that. You know, so even next year, I can tell you next year's date is
So
on this
people must know that PHola Bloom has its own date. It happens
It's
in
an
its own
annual
time.
party
it's
now, basically.
It's exclusive of any other thing
anything
that's going on.
happening. Yeah.
Oh, that's
and I want to state this. It's literally for Bloom people. It's not like we're expecting. We're not that we don't want people from Joburg to come
Oh,
outside.
okay.
Yes, but
Yeah.
you
We're
want.
speaking directly to the Bloom and surrounding areas market.
Yeah.
Did you do? Some people said you took the idea from pop bottles when it died out from here.
Well, that's what people will say that. But I was doing PHola when pop bottles were still around. Just it wasn't
True.
as big. So
True.
when in 2017, 18, PHola was in existence. So I mean, we're celebrating our seventh birthday this year. Yeah.
What?
So-
Shout out. 7 years?
Yeah, 6-7 years if I'm not mistaken.
Wow,
so it's
no,
like,
that's
well,
And I'll probably say top 5 of South African events that are going on that go city
Around
to
the-
city.
yeah.
PHola definitely is in the top 2.
shout out.
Top 2.
I mean,
what's number
you've
one?
seen
I wonder
the
what's
look,
number one.
the theme of the people, how the people
Yeah.
look, the setup that actually sets that mood, that actually makes you.
And people take PHola seriously. Like, people pull up. Hey, can you imagine this year? People are going to be pulling up,
I'm
looking
excited.
good.
I'm excited.
But does PH have someone special in his life? Someone asked me to ask that question.
oh yeah, my mom.
Not like that.
Me?
Does PH have
special in another way.
have a woman in his life beside his mom that he's romantically involved in, that he's in a love relationship? I think let's put it like that.
0.
Oh my God.
Why? Oh my God, this guy ke yo wa bua ke.
Like, like,
There's no one out there.
You have no one that you're
Okay,
smiling
can I
with.
Can I answer? There's no one who I am dating. There's no one who's dating me. There's no one who thinks that they are dating me. There's no one who I assume that I'm dating.
John.
Mara PH,
No, I don't understand.
how is your papa?
Actually, Papa, it's fine, but we're out here.
Okay.
No, but also like I think this.
He's an eligible bachelor.
and
That's
also
what
there's a
he's
difference
saying.
between single and available as well. So
Okay.
which
So
one
when
are
are
you?
we? When are
neither.
we?
I'm not available. No, sorry. I'm not available, but I'm single.
You're single.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I think I've had my fair share of fun. Like, I've been at it since 2006. Yeah.
So
No. I'm just saying it's like sometimes you get to a point. Not even
Cartel.
sometimes you get to, no. I'm just saying it's like I value things differently. I understand that when energies are directed to certain things, it can either slow you down, be a cost to you. So for me, I'm just in a space where those things don't excite me.
Really?
The flights.
No, but it's not about that they don't excite you. Don't you want to have somebody that you come home to? Like, or even if you guys don't live together, it's in for, okay, this is my girl.
It's cool. It's obviously cool. No, you know what? It's cool to have someone in your life, but it's also cool to love yourself. And I'm loving the version of me where I'm not depending on someone else.
Preach.
I'm not depending on someone. I don't depend on someone else. And just right now,
that's weird.
We're going to church right now.
You know what, PH? I think
we're going to church right now.
You need to get yourself like a stable.
Pastor PH is preaching.
Because you know what I've realized.
Let me tell you,
because my man, he says he's.
I hear you, but I'm telling you that's not the case. Like right now, I'm at a point. I'm just like, hey, good luck to the person who's trying to come into my life, because everything that I accepted before that, I realized that those people were trying to fill voids that I was running from attending to, right? So it was like, you seek certain things from other people. When now I'm just like, I don't need none of that from that person. Yeah, I don't need that kind of validation.
Okay,
hold on. Do people yearn for companionship?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
But you don't have to always be in a relationship.
I'm just saying, find yourself one stable girl. What I've realized at my big age,
stable
guys,
relationships are for horses.
My man. No, I'm just saying.
Joking.
No, I'm just saying, find yourself like one girlfriend, because at my big age, I've realized that having different partners is not cool, man. It messes with your energy. Just find yourself one girl.
At no point did PH say he's got seven.
He said he's out here.
He's finding himself. He's loving himself.
All I'm saying is I love the current version of myself. Exactly. Thank you. I love the current version of myself. And I'm not even entertaining a million girls. I look at the version of myself last year and I was like, man, it's sad that was you, but I'm happy that I'm me.
Why?
Now.
Why do you mean sad that was you?
Entertaining things that now I realize that I don't need to entertain.
Okay.
Or seek or whatever it is. Or doing certain things. Like, no.
Which things are those?
Unnecessary.
Like,
Mara, the truth is that girls do hound you. Because these girls now are, come on, these girls just now are up front.
Okay, but just like liquor, it doesn't excite me. I mean, in my house, I've got everything. 1942, champagne. Do I wake up and...
Why didn't you bring us some here?
4 days.
No, but to get what I'm trying to say is that, like, I've got liquor in my house. I've got all sorts of liquor. And I'm going to wake up and say, oh my God, today, 1942.
Because I always ask...
Oh, PH, he has access to any girl here, so it's not exciting. No. Just like he has access to all that alcohol, it's like, now that I have all these bottles, it's like boring. That's what he's saying.
I said is that none of this stuff excites me. To the next person who sees me in my position is like, yo, I'd be banging all the... Okay, that's you.
Do it. But PH doesn't want to do it.
Now, personally, right now, I'm just like...
Oh, so it's like a been there, done that. Like...
whatever way you see it, that's great.
Not answering.
No, but you want me to answer the answer that you want. And I'm saying the way...
been there, done that. That's why you over it.
Again, that's the answer that you want me to say. I'm saying where I currently am in my life, none of this stuff excites me like the next person would expect it to.
Do you have a baby mama?
Maybe.
How many kids you got?
Maybe a lot, maybe none.
Hold on. Hold on. Can we expect new music coming out from PH?
Thank you. Jeez.
Like, let's go, bro. Can we expect new music coming out from PH?
I'll tell you. I'm still hoping to release this year, né?
Yes.
But I've been so occupied and so busy with like the events and other stuff. We just come from doing a show at Delicious this past weekend. Before that, we had the birthday edition of PHola. We've got now Bloemfontein, and then we've got so many shows coming up.
Yeah.
So the admin
it's the season. Now it's the season.
So the admin behind that, unfortunately, is so time consuming. I don't have the time. Not that I don't have the time or energy, but like I would love to have a week where it's like a camp and we go put in the music and then release it. But it's so tough right now.
Yeah.
I've got so many songs that require one verse, a hook. Or we need to.
But will you be releasing if you do release?
I hope I do.
Will it be hip hop or
music.
are you going to go into the Yano thing?
Wide variety.
It's music.
Wide variety. No. There's hip hop. There's there's Kwaito sounding songs, there's hip hop songs, there's a fusion of both. You know, like a slowed down version of piano, but an up tempo hip hop song. You know, I've got a song with piano guy. I've got piano guys on a hip hop song.
Okay.
You know, and
I wonder how that sounds.
no, but okay, can I say something? And I've always made this joke with Tali Wonga in saying you're one of the best rappers I know, because that guy raps on
Really?
On
most of
Gundam
the
Style.
songs. No, on most of the songs.
Yeah, but on Gundam Style, he takes it to that level.
Do it.
no, but think about it. A lot of these guys, what does
Do
Limac Crazy do?
Yes, he does.
Is he rapping?
He raps. Okay. I want to ask you this question.
I've seen what you're saying. Like I've seen Kabza. I've seen Casper on a Kabza song.
Raps on these things.
I want to ask you this question. I always have a debate with people about hip hop and Kwaito.
Sure.
I am of the belief that Kwaito is hip hop in South African slang.
Yeah.
Like,
but Abu Mendoza were rapping.
They were rappers.
Paputi were rapping.
they were rappers, you know.
Those guys were rappers. Yeah.
So, would you say if we could say that South African hip hop artists are actually Kwaito artists, if we had to name them in our way?
Obviously, they rapped on hip hop beats. You know, I don't want to say what defines Kwaito is the beat, but I think defining Kwaito was an important part was definitely the beat. You know, and what are they rapping on these guys? Hip hop beats. You know, so I hear what you're trying to get at. You know,
fair.
I hear what you're trying to get at, but I'm just saying.
No, because we had a moment where someone said to me, Stino and Train are doing Kwaito. And I was like,
No, I think people's references are different. Like, if I listen to Do You Want More, there's no Kwaito there.
Like, I'm like, what? Okay, Kwaito, where?
Honestly, Bogijima Kwaito ikaimu.
Where? But then in my mind, I'm like, but in South Africa, they said Mapaputi was doing Kwaito. And Mapaputi rapped. You know?
No, but the genre was
yeah.
obviously called Kwaito. The beats. I think you're getting into intricacies in terms of what it is that he's doing versus the what he was doing it on. A Kwaito beat, rapping on a Kwaito beat. Yeah.
It's always been one of my debates. But anyway, what is your favorite genre? Which is your favorite genre to play? Like, if you could play a genre, which one would it be?
Playing, you can never limit me, boss. That's but I love house music. I love house music.
Really?
Like, I love
the old school Leo summer days.
And doot comes in different forms. Piano's a form of house music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Afrotek is a form of house
piano
music.
took me, yo.
You know, all of these things fall under the banner of house music, and that's I mean, I love deep house. I was at a party on Tuesday where it was vinyls only, and Rocco was playing. You know, so I'm just saying, it's just like.
Do you know Rocco, Wendy?
The first time I had Hennessy was because of Rocco.
Oh, hectic.
When am I a little busy with
The
No,
very
Dala.
first time.
No?
Very first
Dala.
time. I didn't know what this
Mileage.
thing is. We opened that bottle there until I got me. It was so bitter, but because it was Rocco, I was like, I'm gonna sip it.
Wendy, when you've been an industry girl, ne?
I think I've just been lucky. No, industry girl, what does that mean? No. I've just been lucky to find myself in good spaces.
Sure. So,
Clever.
great answer.
It's the truth.
So yeah, man. Like I love music. Like in the car now, I was jamming gospel. You know, two songs before that, the Kalabo Beach Fuck.
Yes.
You know, and it was probably a song before that was like a classic house song. So my playlist jumps on.
Yeah. But tell me, where is PH going? What can we expect from PH? Maybe in the next few months, in the next 6 months. I don't like to say 5 years because you can never go there.
Like how would you know? Next 5 years. Yo.
I'm loving where I currently am, which is the love of the business of the industry, the business of music and the business of entertainment. That's where I'm currently at right now. So the conversations that I'm having have not. I'm understanding of where I am right now, and it's the spotlight is for other guys. You know how sometimes the superstar in a team is not necessarily the actual star. It's maybe the manager who organizes
Yes.
everything, but that person
Yeah.
doesn't get the light, you know,
Yeah.
or it's the PR agent, you know, who makes this person shine, and this crazy careers there, you know. So I'm loving that space in terms of the entertainment space from the business side of things. I dabbled in nightlife in terms of running an establishment last year.
Okay.
Pretty cool. I just realized that it's a bit taxing in terms of time consumption and trying to do other things. So I parked that. I'm loving where I am right now with throwing PHola. It's I was at Standard Bank head offices today. I'm just making an example where
I saw that.
I'm dealing with, you know, marketing managers and whatnot, where we're establishing cool relationships that enables me to do other things for them, where I'm able to execute like a golf day or whatnot, because they're like, oh, okay, cool, you have the ability to do this. Can you do this for us?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
there's data capturing. It's like, okay, cool. Now we're able to say, look, the LSM in a particular city consumes 1, 2, 3, 4. We're able to go back and, you know, sell marketing campaigns to them. Say, okay, if we're trying to get this person from, you know, spending this, or this is their spending habits or whatnot,
Yeah.
we're able to sell these things to this information to brands as
Yeah.
well. So there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes, which is pretty
wow.
cool. Yeah, so less stressful, not having to worry about baddies and bills at the end of the night.
Mavuso.
And
When
hey,
Nah, God forbid.
I've never.
Yo.
But I'm just saying, it's just like, yeah. So that's where I'm currently at right now.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. It's exciting. DJing is still there. I will never let go of the DJing part. I
Yeah.
think that's the one thing that earns me attention when I walk into
Yeah.
any room. It's like,
yeah.
Konje.
Kind of when I own Tone. Yes,
Yeah, you know,
yes.
so that's the one thing, and I think I've been able to capture older market, but also I don't want to stay relevant. Like these younger kids are getting younger, you know.
Yeah, he-
But I've been
Hey,
able
younger
to.
gets younger every year.
But I've been able to reach a certain target market, and I'm able to grow with those people. So, someone who is a junior something this year, in the next 5 years could be like a marketing manager for a certain company. And if I'm able to grow with those people, it's like, hey, PH
Wow,
is
I
still,
like how you think,
Yeah.
dude. Okay.
Guys, this is PH. I'm definitely sure we have to put him in season 2.
Definitely.
It definitely sounds to me like the next Paulo when he's back, he's going to be back on
So
the show.
let's do something on
for
Sunday.
season 2.
Let's do something. Obviously, that the Sunday of PHola.
Hey, man, look.
Yeah.
Like me,
Yeah.
I'm yours forever, most people.
Forever.
Take me now. This is it. It's your boy DB. This is the greatest. It's the number one. It's PH. She's the number one. It's Wendy Linda. Remember, you can check out the episode on the Free State on the FS online streaming network. Make sure that you go and download it.
I
Yo,
just got one ask.
Yeah.
Please just get yourself some tickets. See
Please.
you 6 October.
Please.
PHola, we're going to be out here
tables.
with the
People,
family.
let's buy tables.
Yeah.
Let's buy
Tickets,
tables. Let's
yeah.
buy tables.
Tickets,
Let's
tables,
buy tables.
please. Information is available on web tickets. PHola Party is the handle. My name is PH. Thank you very much for having me.
17 more years of Paula. Let's go. Thank you so
go.
much for everybody for coming out.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.